Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be talking a little bit more about some of the misconceptions and myths surrounding schizophrenia and schizoaffective disorder. So the first one, and probably one of the biggest misconceptions, is that people living with schizophrenia have multiple personalities. This is not the case, and people commonly think that schizo refers to a split from their own personalities, but it actually means a split from reality or a split from an individual's ability to express emotion or things like that. People living with multiple personalities are living with dissociative identity disorder, not schizophrenia. The second misconception that I want to talk about is that people living with schizophrenia are violent or dangerous. This is not the case, and violence is not a symptom of schizophrenia. In popular media and culture, people with schizophrenia are typically portrayed negatively as sadistic, unpredictable, or violent, which really lends a hand to increasing the negative stigma around the illness. The percentage of people with schizophrenia who act out violently is only 1%, which is actually the same as the general population. And people living with schizophrenia are more likely to be the victims of violence rather than the perpetrators. The third myth or misconception that I want to address is that schizophrenia only involves delusions or hallucinations. So psychosis, or the positive symptoms of delusions and hallucinations, can sometimes be a little bit more unusual and sometimes even a little bit frightening. And so popular culture tends to focus on these positive symptoms rather than the negative symptoms, which can also happen. So these negative symptoms can also include things like blunted affect, lowered motivation, etc. The fourth misconception or myth that I want to address is that schizophrenia can't be treated. Many people believe that schizophrenia can't be treated and that institutionalization is the only option. While it is true that there is no cure for schizophrenia, it is definitely possible to effectively treat it and for an individual living with it to still lead a meaningful and productive life. Medication, rehabilitation practices, and psychosocial therapies can help an individual to achieve this. With proper treatment, many individuals living with schizophrenia can appear to be completely healthy. So no one in my life knew that I had schizophrenia until I told them myself that I did. The last misconception or myth that I want to talk about is that people living with schizophrenia can't hold down a stable job. A substantial portion of people living with this illness will recover completely, and many more will regain good social functioning. It has been shown that working helps people in their recovery and that empowerment is a really important piece in this. So working has definitely helped me in terms of maintaining a schedule, as well as just having a bit more of a sense of purpose in my life, which has really been helpful in my recovery. So if you or a loved one has been diagnosed with schizophrenia or schizoaffective disorder, it may seem a little bit scary because of some of these myths or misconceptions that are floating around about the illness. However, understanding the truths around this illness helps to reduce stigma, as well as helps you to seek out supports and pursue effective treatment. So if you have any other myths or misconceptions that you've come across in terms of living with schizophrenia or schizoaffective disorder, please feel free to share them in the comments below. Hopefully this video has been helpful in terms of debunking some of the myths and misconceptions around the illness in order to keep reducing the stigma around it as well. If you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe in order to see future videos. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.